Tom Cruise is back, and he's hanging off the side of a vintage biplane at 8,000 feet, again. But this time, it's different, because Mission Impossible. The Final Reckoning isn't just another sequel, it's the end of an era. The eighth and supposedly final chapter in the franchise that redefined action over 3 decades. Buckle up, because this is my spoiler-free review of The Final Reckoning. Let's start with what absolutely works. The action is, once again, mind-blowing. There's a biplane stunt, yes, that one, where Cruise literally climbs out of the cockpit mid-flight. No CGI. It's pure adrenaline. You feel it. There's also an underwater sequence and a high-speed fight that rivals anything from Fallout or Dead Reckoning. Director Christopher McQuarrie and Cruise don't just raise the bar, they launch it into orbit. Every set piece is precise, physical, and shot with a clarity that reminds you why practical stunts still matter. But the action isn't just there to thrill. It's loaded with emotional weight. You can tell this film was designed to be a goodbye. There's nostalgia woven throughout, returning characters, emotional payoffs, callbacks to moments from Mission Impossible all the way through Part 1. For longtime fans, it's like getting a big thank you from the franchise itself. Cruise, as always, gives 110%. He's not just an action star, he's a producer, a showman, and a true believer in theatrical spectacle. Hayley Atwell continues to shine as Grace, bringing complexity and charm to a role that easily could have been one note. Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg get some of their most emotional beats yet. Even characters like Pom Clementieff's assassin feel layered. More than just physical threats, they carry personal weight. Everyone's given something to work with. Now here's where things get messy. The story? It's complicated. This movie was originally planned as Dead Reckoning Part 2, and you can feel that. The pacing is uneven. There are moments where it slows to a crawl, then rushes through exposition. It wants to tie everything together, from rogue AI threats to past betrayals and future redemption, but it sometimes loses its grip trying to do too much. Some critics have compared it to The Rise of Skywalker, and while I wouldn't go that far, there's a similar greatest hits energy here. You get emotional moments, yes, but some feel more like fan service than true storytelling. If you haven't recently rewatched the series, especially Part 1, you will miss a lot. It doesn't hold your hand, and it doesn't stop to explain. That's great for superfans, but casual viewers might get lost. The movie tries to be both a send-off and a thrill ride, and that tonal balancing act doesn't always land. There are genuinely emotional moments. Some fans at my screening cried, but there are also stretches where the emotional beats feel forced, like the film is telling us this is important instead of making us feel it. Still, you can tell it means something to Cruise. This is his love letter to cinema, to moviegoers, and to the idea of the impossible mission. And that passion radiates off the screen. The Final Reckoning isn't perfect. It's ambitious. It's uneven. It's emotional. And sometimes messy. But it swings big. And more often than not, it hits. It may not be the best entry in the series. That title still belongs to Fallout in my book. But it's a worthy finale. And it reminds us why Mission Impossible became the gold standard for modern action franchises. Practical stunts, grounded stakes, and a leading man who never phones it in. What did you think of the trailer? Or early buzz? Are you hyped or hesitant? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more movie breakdowns, and until next time, this message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.